Okay, well, let's get this party started. Thank you everyone for joining, and we will do our agency introductions, see who all is joining us today. And Lonnie, would you want to start us off?
Good morning. Lonnie Jones. I work with Southeast Kansas Works. I'm the business services representative. My office is in Chanute, but we will be going out to the Thrive building here shortly to start staffing that. So,
Thanks. Okay, Bruce.
Hi there, I'm Bruce Symes from the Allen County Commission, and I work at the college.
Okay, Adam.
Hi, I'm Adam Burnett. I'm with the Resource Center for Independent Living.
Let's see. Kristen.
I'm Kristen Wright. I am with Emprise Bank and ACMAT Treasurer.
Let's see. Oops. Carrie. Are you connecting?
Carrie Reeves is bottom.
With who?
DCM.
Sorry, couldn't hear what she said. Let's see, who else is online here? Dina.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm Dina Camp with DECA, Community Support Specialist.
Okay, thank you. Stephanie.
Hi, I am so sorry if you hear any obscene noises. I'm nursing twins right now, so I'm going to leave my screen off. Thank you for having me. I'm with the Osage County Economic Development Corporation. We are not affiliated with Osage County itself. We're a separate entity.
Messing.
All right, and you are our area in our agency in the spotlight, so we will hear more from you in just a few minutes.
Thank you.
All right, Debbie.
Oh, there we go. Debbie Hickenbotham with Southeast Kansas Mental Health Center. I am the program director for the Drug-Free Community Grants and a therapist here for mental health and addictions at Southeast Kansas Mental Health Center.
Nice. Thank you. Tara.
Tara posted in chat that she is Tara Solomon Smith with K-State Research and Extension. She'll be in and out.
Okay, very good. And Cassidy.
Cassidy Lutz. I'm also with K-State Research and Extension for the Southwind District. I am a family and consumer science agent.
All right. And let's see, who's next? Clara.
Hi all, another K-State Research and Extension agent here, also with the Southwind District. I'll post this in the chat, but I did want to let everyone know that we have some openings for our Choose Health, Food, Fun, and Fitness series in Moran that kicks off tomorrow. So if you know any youth that might be interested, please send them our way.
Great, thank you. All right, Pamela.
Hi, I'm Pamela Thompson. I'm from Pittsburgh. I work with the Family Strong Grant from KU in collaboration with the Family Resource Center here in Pittsburgh. And I work in 8 different counties, all the way from Fort Scott down to the border. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, I think that catches everybody online. And I'm Carol Wilson with Emprise and chair for ACMAT. And who else in the room? I can't see there.
Oh, I'm Robin Lohman. I'm an ACMAT board member.
Hi, I'm Sandy Haggard, NCCC AmeriCorps Senior Volunteers.
I'm Sonita Garner. I'm with Hope Unlimited. We're the local domestic violence and sexual assault agency. I run the Child Advocacy Center.
Marcia Davis with Thrive. Jessica McGinnis with Drug Free Community in ACMAT.
Okay. Did I miss anybody?
I think we had some more people join us, Carol. Let me see. I think Jenny just.
Hey, this is Jenny Westerman with Greenbush.
And Brandy. We're just doing it.
Sorry, I'm having some technical difficulties. I'm Brandy Benedict with Southeast Kansas Works Independence Office.
All right, well, thank you all for joining us. Has everyone had an opportunity to review the agenda and the May minutes, treasurer's report, and the ACMAT schedule? And do you have any questions or comments on any of those documents?
For the ACMAT schedule, we can add August 12th for Water Wars in Humboldt.
I'll get that updated now.
Okay. Any other comments, questions over treasurer's report or anything? Do I have a motion to approve the consent agenda?
All motion.
Second.
Okay, thank you, Bruce. And okay, so Stephanie, we will proceed with you with your presentation. We'll turn it over to you.
Okay, thank you so much. Osage County Economic Development Corporation has they've received funding from the Topeka Federal Home Loan Bank Affordable Housing Owner Occupied Program. Listening to all the attendance, I've been in just about every area of your attendees rehabbing houses. Our criteria is very simple. Generally, well, prior to COVID, we were really fast, but at post-COVID, finding contractors and moving forward is not as fast as it used to be. But last year we did 1.7 million across the state, and I service a 4-state area from Kansas, Oklahoma, Nebraska, and Colorado. But in Kansas, we did $1.7 million worth of rehab projects. We can do anything interior and exterior. I think we follow the HUD income guidelines, and we go up to the area 80% area median income. So I'm trying to think of a county you might be familiar with. Franklin County, the household income would be $55,000. Miami County is $69,000. So it's not low income, it's more moderate income that we serve all ages of households. We can do anything interior and exterior, including ramps. I think I've done a few ramps for some of Adam's clients before. I recognize his name. Like I said, it's a simple process. There's 3 criteria: meeting the household income, making sure the home is owner occupied, meaning there can't be anyone on the deed to the home and not living in the home. And the property taxes must be current. It's a grant, anywhere from $8,000 to $10,000, depending upon the project. We also have loan programs up to $500 available to extend the project. And even though it's just a $500 loan, it's part of a partnership with our member bank to be able to extend the dollar amount of the grant. I happen to have a roof that was $18,000. And due to that applicant taking out that $500 loan, we were able to cover the entire, well, $17,500 of that loan, or of that grant. Or I should say roof, I'm sorry. And that's pretty much, it's a very simple process. So we have about $700,000 left that I'm spending as fast as I can throughout the state before August, but we will extend beyond August. We do offer our services to other not-for-profit that we will write and administer. The Topeka Federal Home Loan Bank owner occupied grant for other. We have them specifically for other county agencies. And not-for-profits in areas. So we manage just more than the Osage County Economic Development Corporation's grant. Does that make sense?
I'm not sure what question to ask, Stephanie.
Stephanie, who can actually apply for these grants?
Meaning as a not-for-profit organization or a individual needing a homeowner repair?
Yeah, can an individual homeowner apply?
Yes, through my program. And I believe you should have a copy of our application.
Did you receive? I think I forwarded.
I sent some things with all the information.
Okay. I didn't.
I don't know.
I did.
I believe it was attached with the agenda and things.
It is. I just didn't know if a nonprofit or a homeowner could.
Oh, with my current program, a homeowner should apply with this application. If a not-for-profit is interested in this program, my partner and I, Margie Phelps, we can assist them in applying for the grant. And also if they wish us to administer the grant. It's a wonderful program because there's an administration fee that the not-for-profit receives. Let me back up just a little bit. For us, this particular grant is a 3-component partnership. A partnership with the developer, which that's my place with Osage County Economic Development. Osage County Economic Development is the not-for-profit. And then to be able to apply for these fundings, you have to work through a financial institution that is a member of the Federal Home Loan Bank system. And Margie and I have written a grant for other counties and other not-for-profit agencies. There's an administration fee that goes to the not-for-profit per application processed. And then there's a developer fee that Margie, my partner, and I receive because we administer the grant, write and administer the grant. But if anybody, I've helped many organizations apply so they could receive the entire amount on their own. And we're able to do that.
So are there any of those banks local?
They're
for the customer to
everywhere.
work with?
They're all, you just have to. You're probably banking with one now. There's many, many incentives for financial institutions to partner with the Federal Home Loan Bank. And the only entities that do not partner with the Federal Home Loan Bank are like credit unions. Other than that, most financial institutions do. It helps expand their own funding.
In your experience, Stephanie, what's the best way to get the word out to individuals, since we all represent various organizations? Do other places use their local newspaper, or?
I have never had any luck with print. I'm going to just put that out there. Currently, our website is under construction. It should be done in the next couple months. We've added some programs to our portfolio of things we do, but most of the counties that I'm in will do a simple flyer and hand it out to all servicing agencies. I get anywhere from 25 to 50 applications a week. It's just a huge need. USDA is promoting us. We work hand in hand with USDA, Habitat for Humanity. The city of Chanute has CDBG money. Some of your cities may have CDBG monies available, so that just helps extend them. We're everywhere. So libraries, we send people to the library to scan and email their information. In the application, there's a list of documents that an applicant must provide. And once the library gets a hold of it, it's out there. But eventually, I will email my website once we get it finished. So we also do moderate income housing. We build housing and low income tax credit projects. So we have senior housing across the state.
Does this work in conjunction with any other housing repair or programs of this type? Or is it one of those, I mean, you can't cross over and use more than one program?
No, I've used, in fact, currently I have a $45,000 siding project in process. So we're using Habitat for Humanity out of Lawrence, my funding, and USDA. It's what we're using with, the applicant is using with USDA as their loan program. Same thing in Coffeyville. So I have 3 sources in Coffeyville. In Chanute, we've had 4 sources using their CDBG monies. So we're just very amenable to working with anybody.
And can you go back to the roof scenario? Because I kind of lost you on that. You said something about getting a loan for 500.
Oh, yes, yes.
And then the roof being paid for.
I know.
I wasn't following how that worked.
It's hard to explain how it works. So Federal Home Loan Bank requires the member institution, which is the financial institution that would be our, they call them the member. They require them to participate in some way, shape, or form. In the past, they were required to provide at least, depending upon the dollar amount that's funded to the not-for-profit, so many loans of $1,500. I don't like asking people for money. I hate that. And they have reduced that loan amount to $500. So let's say we've applied for $750,000. Our requirement as a not-for-profit and the member financial institution is that we provide 13 loans to extend that funding. And so it's set at 500. At 500, and I have the flexibility to juggle the grant dollar amount per project and need. So with that $500 loan, we were able to extend that dollar amount. And the structure of this particular house was worth saving with an $18,000 roof. So we were able to do that. But it required that applicant to take out that $500 loan. And we don't, in this particular application for Osage County Corporation, we don't have to ask an individual to take out any more than $500, which is very nice. Does that make sense?
A little more.
Okay. It's complicated.
So it kind of sounds like it's a fairly simple process. And so that if we're telling people about it, we just don't want to overthink it.
Yes, 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 yes. It is very simple. The criteria is 3 simple things, as I said. There is in the application, there's a list of supporting documentation. If one of your organization's members want to promote the program, they can go as far as just handing them an application or getting the application in the hand and say, call or email Stephanie, or they can run through the gamut of the qualifications. And if that applicant will qualify, remind them to send the application along with all the supporting documents, and we can jump in faster. It usually, depending upon the project, if it's a roof or an HVAC system anywhere across the state, the turnaround time once I receive all the documentation is 2 weeks to be approved at the most. And then we're at the mercy of the contractor. Generally within a month, I have a new HVAC or a roof on a house. Bathroom models, finding those contractors to do $10,000, $15,000 projects have been a challenge. I have areas that I have wonderful. Southeast Kansas is my favorite area to work in, actually, if I may say, because I have a wealth of contractors to choose from, especially in the Chanute, Neodesha area. But other than that, that's kind of my only holdup is the contractors.
So you're saying you can use any local contractor, or do they have to be on a pre-approved list?
They have to be willing to work with me. That's all it takes. Federal Home Loan Bank requires the contractor to provide us with estimates that are very, very specific. Labor and materials need to be separated out. Some contractors are willing to do that. They're not accustomed to having to do that anymore. And so there are some that just are not willing to provide all that want to take the time to put that information down on a piece of paper.
I know I have a customer that I've been helping her gather information and fill out paperwork, and then come to find out there is no contractor in our area that's on the approved list. And they're ended up having to have somebody come down from Kansas City.
Oh my gosh.
To do this project for her. And it's like ridiculous.
Are they receiving USDA funding?
And I'm not sure what program it is she was using.
Oh, okay. They have contractors on the list because they have to be lead-based, certified.
Yeah.
Whatever. And with our program, it's not like that.
Stephanie, we have a question here. Could you give us an idea of what the income would be for Allen County, Neosho, and counties?
Yeah, let me switch screens. Hold on 1 second. Allen County is 1 to 4 persons is 52,100. 5 to 8 persons is 68,750. What's the other county?
Neosho.
Neosho. Oh, I have 15 projects in Neosho.
Oh.
You all have sewer system problems.
Really?
Okay, and HVAC systems. Okay, Neosho for 1 to 4 persons is 52,100. Anyone above that, 68,750.
In Anderson County.
Anderson. $52,150, 68,850.
And that's the max income?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
That's a question.
I just have a quick question. You said anything, this is Robin, interior and exterior, so I understand like roofs, but what about like flooring and carpeting? I mean, I'm assuming like windows, that stuff that's all captured, right?
Yes, 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 and we do flooring. So I'm gonna be sometimes I start with the structure of the house and energy efficiency. Because sometimes there may be a person who really wants a kitchen remodel, but her roof is leaking. And so I do a pre-inspection, or I have well, before the baby, I have an inspector now that will come down and do a pre-inspection. And if the structural integrity of the home needs to be addressed, we'll address that first. A lot of times in your areas, we're able to call in USDA to help with foundations because they're so expensive. But if all of that's taken care of and they want a kitchen remodel, we can do a kitchen remodel. We can do anything. But if the roof is leaking and their HVAC is 30 years old, we'd like to address those first. Does that make sense?
Stephanie, we have a question here.
So is that inclusive of pretty high priced projects like foundation work and things like that that are really important to, keeping the structure sound? And I know those can be pretty pricey.
Yeah.
It will include that.
It will include that, yes. And that's where I usually partner with other funding sources when available. The only thing that we cannot touch is a detached garage. And decks, if the home does not have a safe way to exit, we are able to put on moderate decks or some type of exit for the home. But I just can't put a big, beautiful deck on.
Well, it sounds like a great opportunity for people that we need to be sharing and getting the word out.
Yes, yes, it is wonderful.
So, does anyone else have any questions for Stephanie? All right. Well, thank you, Stephanie, so much for sharing that information. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. And if you don't mind, I'm going to sign off on the meeting. If you have any questions, you have my contact information. Feel free to pass out applications, create flyers, whatever you wish, and promote our program.
Okay, great.
So thank you.
Okay, thank you. Have a great rest of your day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay, moving on, old business, Vice President or our co-chair suggestions. I do have someone who has volunteered to be our co-chair. That is Marie Jordan from CASA. And did I see Marie? Did she sneak in?
There you go.
I thought she did. She is in person. I know the board members that I had heard back from were all in favor for Marie joining the board. Does anybody else have any feedback? Otherwise, I'm going to say, welcome to the board, Marie.
Yeah.
I think we have to vote.
Yeah.
Okay,
Let's have a
well,
motion
darn
and everything.
I so move.
There's the motion.
It's a coup.
It's a coup.
All in favor that Marie fill the position of co-chair for ACMAT, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Sounds like it is passed. Murray, thank you for joining the board. We appreciate your.
Problem. Thank you.
And let's see, and did we get a second on that? I'm sorry.
Yes.
Okay, you got it. All right. Okay, family safety night. 2 days from now, 7 o'clock. Think booth setup starts 4:30. If anybody.
Yes, I will be down, setting up about 4:30. The road block off will not be done until 5 p.m. And the event starts at 5:30 to 7 p.m.
Right. Okay, and is everyone, it was in the minutes or in the attachments, the location of everyone's booth, if you have a booth. So does everybody get that? Have any questions on setup or anything? Has everybody gotten with Jessica if you needed electric or anything like that?
I think Hope Unlimited and CASA were the only ones.
Yeah, we made arrangements with the maintenance at the courthouse to do that.
Okay. And I have your pumps. I will bring those. I'll wash them and bring them for you.
I arranged for ice with the sheriff's office.
Right. Awesome.
We have tables and stuff. So I'll pick up the machine sometime that early that afternoon.
Thank you.
Okay, and we have our volunteers monitoring the inflatables. I had 2 from Emprise that were able to help with that.
I'm going to be talking to Tegan. I think she reached out to a couple people, so I'll reach out to her after this meeting and see where we are, but we definitely will need 2 for the inflatables.
Okay, so I have
And
2 for
then
sure.
If anybody wants to help break down at the end of the night, that's kind of where we need help to put everything back in the truck. Debbie, do you know if Ron will be able to bring his truck for us?
Yeah, that'll be no problems. Thanks for reminding me. I will text him. I know he's on standby, so.
Awesome.
Okay. And Amy, was your booth needing any help, or you had plenty of help for the snow cones and things?
I have some help, but it takes several. So if someone wants to come over and work for a while, that'd be great.
Okay.
It only takes 3 people to do the snow cones, and then we're also doing a raffle basket in safety. So
Jessica, I know our church youth leader had reached out to Tegan with the information I gave her and just never heard back. They were willing to have some teenagers available if that's needed. And then I'm assuming the music is taken care of, right?
Yes, we're going to be doing some karaoke on the courthouse lawn. And I think Tegan reached out last Friday to the youth group, and I just hadn't heard back if she reached or if they came back to her. So I will reach out to her again.
Okay. Yes, they told me Sunday that they hadn't heard anything, so maybe they just missed it.
Maybe I need to double check their email. Thank you, Bruce.
You're welcome.
Okay. And I guess the information is here. No, any updates on the donations? I'm not aware of any more that have come in.
Just the ones that we already had listed. There's a little bit more, obviously, that's sitting there. I didn't get to this morning, but they were already listed in our donator list, so.
Okay.
Is it total?
money from the concert go to this?
Ice Cream Social?
Ice Cream Social?
It all
Just
goes
goes
into the
in an
same
account.
account. So we do utilize those funds, yeah.
So is 725 where we are now?
That was just for the donations for, or the sponsors. Ice Cream Social, we're jumping ahead. We made $268. So I thought that was really good. Last year we made 222, so that was, we made more. So, and it was a beautiful evening.
Yeah.
So thank you to Robin and Marcia and Amy and Marie and whoever I missed that made cookies and ice cream and everything. It was great. Let's see. Okay, so the music, that was Paige and Nick, right? And food truck is Redbeard.
Correct.
And the volunteers, we kind of already talked about that.
Last year, Jessica, I did have a bill for the inflatables. I needed to make you a check. Do I still need to do that? I haven't gotten.
I just contacted them on Friday and I have not yet received the invoice, so I will text them after.
Okay, because they usually like to have the check that day, right?
Well, we need an invoice.
Yeah, well, yeah. I know. I just wanted to make sure I didn't miss anything. So
I've asked them to send an invoice, so.
okay. Just
Maybe
make
they'll just do it for free. I don't know.
Yeah, there you go.
Doubt it.
Okay. Anything else on Family Safety Night? Other than pray no rain. It looks like chance in the early afternoon, so hopefully everything in the evening is
What
good.
happens if it is raining?
I think the board would have to get together and make a decision.
Yeah, because what's the what do they require with the inflatables? I mean, I think it probably can't be raining, but if the ground is damp, can they can still set those up, right?
I'm sure.
So as long as it's not raining.
Those are what I was most concerned about because I know they have a little bit more rules. So
Well, and I don't know, we might need to check with Ron too on the courthouse, because I know for like Farm City Days, the cars and things, they won't let like the cars park on the grounds if it's muddy or wet. And I don't know if they would do anything with the inflatables, what they would do to the grounds of the courthouse.
It would need to be really, really wet.
Okay.
For little feet to tear it up much. And I did talk to our emergency manager and asked that it not rain that day. So
Well, thank you for that, Bruce. So I guess we will just see how it plays out. Fingers crossed, it's going to be just fine. It's just going to be an overcast evening and
it won't be hot. Silver lining.
That's right. So. Okay, and so if I'm sure if we have to postpone or something, we will know by 5 o'clock. So we would just get an email out to the coalition so that everybody is aware. And then I guess just try to get something out on the radio as a cancellation or something. That's about all. That's the best we can do. I suppose if farmers market is canceled, then
They have it in rain. They did last.
Yep.
They will meet in rain. My new husband's a resident, so they are there rain or shine. They would cancel for like lightning or something like that. If it was a major storm, but just for rain, they do not cancel.
Yeah, it's pouring down last year on Monday.
wow.
No roof at all.
People around.
They were huddled under their little
tents.
canopies. Like.
Produce is one of these.
Right.
Okay, so again, like I said, fingers crossed, fingers crossed.
And the fire department knows they're doing the hosting.
Yes, I've been talking with chief and he's gonna bring the smokehouse and the fire hose, and they're just gonna set up kind of where they've set up last year. I'm gonna try to get the smokehouse more in the shade.
Very good. Okay. New business. We had the chamber coffee, Emprise shared hosting that with ACMAT this morning. And I didn't actually count how many people were here, but I felt like we had a pretty nice turnout and a lot of socializing. And Jessica, I do have an acronym that I did not know. ATOD. Provide
Alcohol, tobacco, and other drugs. Alcohol, tobacco, and other drugs.
Oh, hey. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I was reading the little speech and it's like, I don't know what that means.
I heard it.
So anyway, but we had a very good turnout and lots of interactions. So yeah, hopefully we can do it again next year. We already talked about the ice cream social. Unless, does anybody else have any input? Robin or Marcia or anybody that was there?
Just that I think I left my whiteboard.
I have it at my house.
Thank you.
Oh.
I'll touch base with you later then.
Robin.
Awesome.
It's my husband made it, yeah.
Wow.
I zested the orange. That was
wow.
I did mention to Robin at the chamber this morning that because her initial email said that it was best for us to be there, like at 6:30 or
Oh,
something to set up and everything. So I let her know for future people that that's really way too early. So she was going to make a note of that so other people knew. So and the library program, Lonnie, you're on the call today. You have that coming up on June 10th, the paint and take.
Oh yeah, I'm all good. I got lots of extra models and all the models I think we'll need. So I went out to the local college here in Chanute and got lots of flyers too. So hopefully we see a lot of different people and kids and teenagers and adults. I mean, it's just a fun thing. So I'm all
Okay.
good.
So you've got everything you need, the models, the paint, the brushes.
Well, the paint and the brushes, so I hadn't picked any up yet because I think
I've got I think 50 paint brushes and a whole box of paint.
okay.
I
I'll
have some
put
paint
it together.
brushes too. Awesome. If you need them.
Hey, could someone bring paper plates so the kids aren't just squirting the paint and they could have like little things they could put paint on?
ACMAT doesn't have any, does he? Do we? I guess I can grab some.
Are you talking just the cheapo paper plates?
Yeah, just so they can put a little paint on.
I have a bunch of them, they're all different sizes.
Yeah,
I think that would be fine, just like palettes.
I'll donate those.
Okay.
Awesome.
And Casa will bring paper plates.
Do you need
Or
wipes or
if you
anything in
need to-
case?
Any what?
Wipes or? Yeah, clean their hands.
I've got a bunch of wipes too.
I don't think Amy had a question.
Where do I take that to?
The
Like-
Like,
Are you like on the day of, or do we need to touch base before then? So it's this Saturday.
I live in Chanute.
Okay, well, I can get those from you at some point before then if you need to. I live here in town. Do you want me I have to leave a
Will the
little.
library just take them and keep them there?
Probably, I just don't want to. Yeah. Okay, very good. Good idea.
You should talk to Lisa.
Melissa
I'll be at the
Smoot.
library early too. I'll be there like around noon. So if you guys need me to show up early or help out or whatever, I mean, I'll be there if you guys.
I think I'll be there around 1:45.
Okay.
My
And if
plan.
I will too.
Okay. And if we can get that post going on social media again, I know I saw it a while back, but if we can get it going around again.
Get that
Yeah.
going.
I'll post it. We've been posting it on our website, on Facebook and stuff, and I think Iowa Library posted it not too long ago. So
Okay. Well, I think that'll be a good activity and hopefully lots of kids show up. That'd be awesome.
And adults.
And adults,
all-
there you go. Yeah. Youth of
Okay,
all
1, 2.
ages. Okay. Does anybody else have any new business? Nothing to add?
actually, Kansas Works will be conducting a hiring event at Gates in the parking lot there. We're going to bring out the mobile workforce center, and that's going to be on the 21st, Wednesday, the 21st of June, 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. And we'll be there earlier as well. But the mobile workforce center is just like our portable workforce center. It's got computers and stuff in there, and we'll be able to assist people with applying for jobs.
Not just for a Gates. It just
It's supposed to be for Gates, but I mean, if anybody needs any help or anything, I mean, we'll be on site to offer assistance. So
okay.
Where was that located, you said?
it's going to be June 21st, Wednesday, 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. at the Gates Corporation in Iola at 1450 Montana, I think Montana Road.
Just in their parking lot, right?
In their parking lot, yes.
Okay, cool. Okay. Jessica, what have you been busy doing other than family safety night?
Robin and I actually met with Linda and I'm gonna Rusheister.
Linda B.
With the K-Dads. She is in charge. She, I believe, is the child's program manager for K-Dads. She represents YLink, which is a statewide youth prevention coalition. So we talked and we're looking for different ways to make sure ACMAT can be sustainable in doing prevention. YLink gives each site $3,000 to be able to do prevention efforts with throughout the year. I believe it's a fiscal year. So starting August.
That sounds right. July or August.
July. Anyway,
Soon.
So soon. So we had a meeting with the board and we've agreed to move forward. So it goes hand in hand with the drug-free community grant objectives. So that just gives us more funds to be able to do the things we want to do in our community, such as maybe bringing a youth speaker in the fall, and anything the youth create to do an event, we'll then have funds to be able to do that. So we're really excited about that. They just asked that each YLink site goes to the scheduled meetings. I believe they said that it was a quarterly meeting, do mental health awareness activities, go to the annual advocacy day in Topeka, and then there's a summer conference and a regional conference. So those are things we're already doing. So we just need to get the youth to go to those leadership conferences. So I'll be working on that throughout the year. Again, we're going to just get that paperwork going and I will meet with each school district in August just to let them know what's going on. Again, it's the same kind of things what we're already doing with Drug Free Community Grant. There's nothing additional for the schools at this time. Since Drug Free Community Grant's going to be the fiscal agent, or excuse me, ACMAT's going to be the fiscal agent for that. So we're pretty excited about that. And then again, I've just been working on Family Safety Night and Tegan's been really great about getting the thank yous to the sponsors on social media and just getting the word out about Family Safety Night.
And just to come back around on the YLink, Jessica, when we discussed this, just so everyone is aware, this is a pretty laid back thing, and ACMAT does not have to be a 501c3 or anything. And yeah, the way they process their funds, so it sounds like it's going to be a really great opportunity to be involved in this. Sorry.
No worries. Thank you.
CDR.
Just wrapping up for final reporting, the end of the year ends in June 30th and reporting's due October or July 15th. Met all our objectives and so just wrapping up the year.
Awesome. Now, do you go into another year?
No, we didn't apply for it again.
Okay. Okay. And so what's next on your agenda? Do you know?
On my agenda?
Yeah. What are you gonna be working on?
How are you gonna fill your time? I've got all kinds of other grants that I'm working under.
Okay. I didn't know if we were gonna be able to partner or collaborate with any.
Oh, yeah, we'll still be around. We're still, yeah.
Okay.
Still doing all the work.
We'll wait to hear more what's going on. So, all right. And Kansas Safe Kids, Bucks for Buckles, nothing on that until probably September. Anybody else have anything to share? Otherwise, any agency updates?
One.
Yes, Marcia.
So Thrive is hosting their community conversation in Iola tomorrow night, June 7th, at 6 o'clock at the new elementary school cafeteria. And we just invite everyone to come, bring a friend, come and share what you think is good about Iola, what things might need to be improved or ideas, just a time for everyone to come together and share about Iola.
Awesome.
You said it was at 7 o'clock?
6 o'clock. It lasts about an hour and a half, so they usually try to be done around 7:30-ish.
This is Dina Camp, and I just wanted to share that I put in the Dropbox that will be having youth leadership opportunities coming up, and the one in Pittsburgh for Southeast Kansas will be September 14th. So I wanted to share the opportunity to get youth involved, and they'll actually be making a plan that day that they can bring back to their communities.
Dina, how much does this event cost to register?
Nothing. It's absolutely free.
Awesome.
Did she say it was leadership? Youth leadership? Can you look at the chat?
Yes, it's youth.
I'm sorry. I'm sitting here looking at it over here.
Yeah, it's youth leadership.
I'll
Is
send it
what
out.
it is. And Jessica, I sent an email last week, but I know before we've had trouble with our systems connecting. So if you didn't get that email, because there's a stipend that comes with it for each group that comes, so they have a little bit of money to come back with to start their plan.
Okay.
I'll try to send that youth leadership out.
Okay, and it looks like Clara put something in the chat too for something of their youth summer programs.
So I know I mentioned it at the beginning, but we have that program, that series kicking off tomorrow in Moran, our Choose Fun and Fitness series. So I wanted to mention that again, and then we'll have quite a few youth programs this summer. So just follow our Facebook or check out our website, and you'll see everything we have going on. We have opened registration for our youth sewing workshop as well in Iola. So definitely stay tuned for more and share that with any youth who might be interested.
Right, very good. Thank you, Clara.
We were very fortunate here at RCIL to receive a modest increase in our core service grant. So with that money, we are advertising for a full-time position here in Iola as an independent living specialist / case manager. You can see our website for some of that information on that posting. And we also have an ad, I believe it's running in the register right now. So, anybody is looking for a full-time position, we'd be love the opportunity to visit with them, send them, direct them to me or to our executive director, Dion Wilson. And we are strongly encouraging people with disabilities to apply.
Thank you.
Adam, do you guys have an account with Kansas Works, a business for?
Yeah, I believe Dion's got that listed as well.
Okay.
I don't have the reference number for it, but it should be on there.
Gotcha.
All right. Anyone else? All right, this has really been a busy month for ACMAT, and the first 10 days we've had a lot going on. The ice cream social and family safety night and the paint and take. So lots of good stuff going on. Now we gotta, we'll get this done. We'll have to fill up a month or two. So get your thinking caps on and we'll come up with some more ideas. So I appreciate everybody's input on everything. Anybody else have anything, or do I have a motion for it to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
All right. This meeting is adjourned. Okay. I will see you all on Thursday at Family Safety Night.
You guys have a good one.
Thanks. Bye-bye.